Plena baller. Beat from Niger, straight to the world. Now play for show. Oh, yeah, carry go.
So next fixture, this fixture is Liverpool vs Newcastle. A very tantalizing fixture for Isaac, a very tantalizing fixture for Newcastle fans. So what do you think?
Yes, yeah. First of all, that's one of the strong games on the Sunday, and it's interesting that you started with Isaac and Newcastle. I think that those guys are coming in with the fans, the players. Well, it's a good thing. It's not the same manager. Coming in with animosity against Liverpool and Isaac for turning his back on them,
because he was lucky to miss the fixture last season.
He was very lucky to miss it. Yeah. And somebody also tweeted and said Joelinton is injured. Thank God Joelinton is injured.
So no Joelinton, no Tonali, no Bruno.
Yeah, exactly.
So we have a new midfield to face.
So she was saying that it's not that she's happy for someone to be injured, for a player to be injured, but that Joelinton has a way of being very physical with people, that he can just get annoyed with Isaac and just break his leg, enjoy him, and I know Isaac body is biscuit ball. Yeah, so that's good for us in that aspect. But I think it's going to be an interesting match. I honestly don't know the kind of Newcastle that is going to turn up, with all these guys gone and these new players. I don't know, new coach. I don't know
the Newcastle to expect. You don't know what to expect.
Yeah, what to expect.
Because it's not the normal Newcastle that you're used to. Yeah. The high pressing.
Exactly.
Anger issues, Newcastle.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but I think that it's also an opportunity for Iraola to stamp his feet, to stamp his philosophy, and then we'll see how it goes, including what we have in terms of the lineups that we have in the midst of all the rumors, who's going, who's coming in, right? So at the moment, Liverpool is still being linked with Bakola and Mbaye.
Yeah,
we don't know how that goes, but definitely they can't play this game.
They are definitely missing the first game. Yeah, so okay, like this game has always been a tough game. Last season when Gordon took his foot to stamp Van Dijk and he was shown the red, with all the history. But the good thing is that this is a new Newcastle, in the sense that I'm not sure there's any of the current Newcastle players that will have anything against Isaac, because when you don't have the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, you don't have the likes of Tonali, you don't have the likes of Joelinton starting. That is already a huge plus. Because with this new manager, they bought a lot of new players also.
Yeah.
But knowing about this new manager, I've seen what he did in Al Ahly. He's a young manager that enjoys playing football. He's a different kind of manager from Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, he depends on pressure. He thrives on pressing, on that fast play and counter attacking.
Right.
He had the likes of Gordon Barnes, and Murphy to do those work for him. But now this manager loves to play football. He loves when his midfield get the feel of the play. But now the midfield, they signed one Swedish midfielder. They signed one Senegalese midfielder from Monaco. They signed one Ivorian winger also. So they just got players here and there, which I think will not be enough for Iraola. It will not be enough for them to take anything off Iraola. I think this match is going to be a very easy and simple match for Iraola, because he's already a Premier League proven manager. He already knows how to play the Premier League.
Right.
So even if he's a new manager also for Liverpool, I think this is going to be a Liverpool victory, because Liverpool are just going to be way stronger than them from the midfield to the attack, even if they concede an odd goal. But I still think Liverpool is going to win the match very easily. It's going to be an easy victory for Liverpool.
Yes, and then as for Liverpool, it's also going to be interesting to know who is going to be in the front three with Isak, because there is that very strong link that is between Gakpo and Tottenham.
I still think Gakpo will play this match. I still think he will start. I still think he will play, because if he doesn't play, there's literally no one else that could play.
Right, it's possible that he's going to
start. Maybe he's going to his farewell.
His game, and then make the move.
Yeah.
Then we'll see if he wants to start Rio Ngomora from the right side.
I think is the only option aside from Gakpo and Rio, because I don't see them playing Elliott at the beginning of the game. I don't see Vitz playing the wings.
On the wings. Actually, Munoz can also play from the right. So
let's see. I'm sure. So I was going to ask you, what would you consider a successful Liverpool season? In the Premier League, in the FA Cup, in the Carling Cup, in the Champions League, what do you think will be is the minimum requirement for
I think top three. Some people say top four. Just make the Champions League.
Okay.
But for me, I think top three and FA Cup. We can let you guys take the Carabao Cup.
And in the Champions League, where do you think is the least position that Liverpool should get to
because of his lack of experience? I think if we get to the quarterfinals, that would be that would be good for him, because he needs that experience. Yeah.
I actually rate Iraola a lot. Like his work in Bournemouth, it was not an easy feat. It's not what he did in Bournemouth. It's not something that any manager can just come and pull out. I actually think they will qualify for Champions League, whether third or fourth. I actually think they will be around the latter stages in the FA Cup, from quarter final to the final, and in the Champions League, I think round of 16. Quarter final also is the minimum, because any other thing is going to be a failure, because if you consider how much Liverpool spent last year, and those players did not perform as best as we know them to perform. So we think that this is going to be the second season for Vitz, it's going to be the second season for Isak, and at the later part of the season, Ekitike should be coming back with the new signings that we are hearing too. And a lot of injured players should be coming back to at the later part. For prediction, for me, I think now we always have a way of playing, having big scores. If you look at Liverpool and Newcastle, the past games, it's always been draws, like 3-3 and the rest of them. But I'm thinking it's going to be a 2-0 win for Liverpool. Yes, I'm going for a 3-1 victory for Liverpool. I think Newcastle will score, but I don't think their goal will matter at all.
Right. Let's see. So, fans, let's hear from you. What do you think would happen with who's going to score that goal? Or is it going to be is Liverpool going to leak their defensive leak again, or is Newcastle going to be strong enough?
Just a matter of nights now.
Exactly.
A few nights and we'll be there.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.